From our morning coffee to milk tea to soft drinks, up to energy drinks during all-nighters, almost all of us consume them to stay awake. All of these have one thing in common. They all contain caffeine.
Within the first 30 minutes to an hour, meron pong increase in blood pressure.
But have you ever stopped to wonder what it really does to our hearts?
Yung decaf, is that really safer than the truly caffeinated?
Why are some people able to drink several cups of coffee every single day without any problems,
Can coffee consumption cause palpitation?
while others, after just one glass, already experience a racing heartbeat and palpitations?
Ang kape, meron ding effect sa ating cholesterol.
Or can it too much of it slowly become harmful to the cardiovascular system?
Coffee can cause dehydration.
So, grab your favorite cup of coffee, take a deep breath, and join us as we uncover the truth behind caffeine and its effect on heart health.
Welcome to episode 4 of The Heart Speaks, ang inyong paboritong podcast for matters of the heart, brought to you by the Heart Specialist Clinic and Diagnostic Center. My name is Dr. Jadam and I'm here today to welcome you all back. No? Pang-apat na episode natin, and we are very excited because we have a very, very special resource person right now. A very good friend of mine, also a well-known cardiologist, researcher, and coffee connoisseur. Yan. Please welcome Dr. Josephus Pet Sibal. Pet, welcome to The Heart Speaks.
Thank you. It's a privilege. Ako po ay galak na maimbitahan dito para magsalita.
Ayan.
And,
we are very
congratulations
thankful. Thank you.
the previous first three.
Yes, you
episodes.
mentioned, Pet, napag-usapan actually natin with Dr. Ariel Hoxon, the first 3 episodes, biomarkers of the heart.
Yes.
Ngayon ang pag-usapan natin, your favorite addicting substance.
I think it's everyone's favorite
Yan.
stimulant.
Okay, so let's get this show on the road. First question, Pet, para sa mga loyal listeners ng The Heart Speaks. Is coffee good or bad for your heart?
Magandang tanong yan, no, Donnie. Kasi marami po sa atin na talagang mahilig uminom ng kape. Hindi rin natin maiwasan dahil tayo'y nahihilig dyan, minsan naaabuso. So, syempre, gusto din natin malaman, tayo ba ay tama lang yung ating naiinom o hindi? O nasusobrahan ba tayo? So, ang unang myth o gusto natin patunayan na tanong is, masama ba sa puso ang kape?
Ayan.
Okay. It's a myth.
Okay.
Moderate consumption is healthy for your heart. Now, pag sinabi nating moderate consumption, syempre depende ho yan sa pangangatawan.
Okay.
Kasi kung pag-uusapan natin tayong mga Asians, medyo relatively maliliit tayo compared sa mga Caucasians. So, sabi nila, so according to data from Caucasians is 3 to 5 cups a day.
3 to 5 cups?
Yes.
Okay.
This is for the Caucasians. Now, kung milligrams po yan, not exceeding 400 milligrams.
Okay.
But, syempre, we have to factor in yung pangangatawan natin, build natin. And again, let me highlight yung individual differences. Kasi may kanya-kanya tayong tolerance, may kanya-kanya tayong effect yung kape sa bawat isa sa atin. So, among Asians, average is 2 to 3 cups.
2 to 3 cups?
Yes.
Pet, linawin lang natin. So, is this equivalent to 1 cup?
Based sa pag-aaral, yes. So, measurements na ginamit nila, 8 ounces.
8
Pag
ounces.
sinabi nilang
Okay.
1 cup is 8 ounces.
Most likely, many of our friends will say, I'm drinking 1 cup, 2 cups in a day, twice a day. Pasok yun doon.
Pasok pa rin,
Sinasabi
yes.
mo. Ngayon, napag-usapan natin yung moderation. Next question naman, syempre, baka naririnig nila, ay, may effect ba yan sa ating blood pressure? Nakaka-high blood ba yan?
Yeah.
Anong sagot natin dyan, Dr. Pet?
So, ang sagot natin dyan is, so ang tanong is, ang kape po ba o ang caffeine? No? Kasi, linawin din natin na ang substance na nakukuha natin po sa kape is caffeine. No? Na hindi naman lang exclusively ang caffeine is nakukuha sa kape. no?
Okay.
Meron hong ibang source yan. Example, yung cacao,
Chocolate.
okay, tea,
Okay.
okay, tsaa. Meron pa nga yung guarana, no? It's plant-based po yun. Ngayon, meron bang epekto ito sa mga hypertensive o sa
Ayan.
mga may alta presyon? So, sabi nila, can coffee lead to permanent hypertension? It's a myth. So, ang coffee can increase blood pressure temporarily. Panandalian.
Temporarily. I think that's the keyword, panandalian.
Panandalian.
Okay.
So, pag sinabing temporarily, within the first 30 minutes to an hour, meron pong increase in blood pressure. Yan.
Okay.
Okay. And yun nga, sabi nila, these are tinatawag na acute effects of caffeine, which is the component, the active component sa kape na.
Ayan. Maganda sinabi mo, Pet, dahil may unawan ngayon ng mga pasyente natin, before we take the blood pressure, dapat hindi mo na nagkape,
Yes.
hindi mo na nagsigarilyo.
And in fact, yan ho yung sinasabi natin sa mga patients natin. No? Yung, may mga patients tayo na, Dok, paano ba ako magmo-monitor ng blood pressure sa bahay? Diba? Ang paalala natin dyan is, bago ka mag-BP, dapat nakaupo ka muna. Yan yung kadalasang sinasabi natin. Nakapahinga ka, pero nakakalimutan nating sinasabi yung, yun nga, wag mo nang magkape, wag mo nang manigarilyo, and usually 30 minutes yung binibigay natin na
At
parang
least, okay.
oras doon.
Okay, so we've talked about moderation and, of course, effect on blood pressure. Tanong ko, Pet, ano ba itong iniinom nating kape? Iced tea ba to o kape?
Okay, so sabi nila, no? Well, actually marami na ang itsura ng kape ngayon.
Yan, oo.
Dati kasi, ang alam natin, ang kape ay mainit lang.
Ngayon,
Ngayon nakita nyo, may yellow po yan, no? Yung iba ho, naka-blended pa nga, no? Frappuccino.
but
Iba-iba.
many of them are asking, Dr. Pet, yung decaf,
Yeah.
is that really safer than the truly caffeinated?
May mga pasyente po akong dahil sila ay ganadong uminom ng kape, no? Gusto nila talagang uminom. So magpapaalam sila, Dok, pwede ba yung decaf?
Okay.
Ayan, di ba? So ang question is, decaf ba ay mas safe?
Okay.
Again, Donnie, it's a myth.
Myth na naman. Okay.
Myth, oo. So, mababa ang risk, okay, for people with severe hypertension. So, meaning, mababa lang, no? Mababa risk. But, decaf, may cholesterol kasi pa rin na present sa kape natin. May oil, no? May oil. May certain
okay.
oil na in the form of cafestol. Okay?
Teka lang, ibig sabihin mo ba, Pet, ang kape, meron ding effect sa ating cholesterol?
Yes, so
Diba? This is very interesting. Okay,
Okay.
paki-explain nga
it
sa
can
atin.
mildly increase. Mildly, no? Yung keyword po doon, mildly increase LDL. Which is a
LDL.
bad cholesterol.
Natatandaan nyo, if you were listening to the first 3 episodes, we talked about LDL, the bad cholesterol, or
Yes.
lechon de leche.
Okay, yes. Again, it's a mild increase.
Mild increase.
Okay? But, ang lagi nating, I think, meron din magtatanong na pasyente, Dok, ano ho ba yung mas safe pag ganyan, no? Yun ho bang tinimplahan po, na brew, espresso, blended, no? So, ang question is, kung paano pin-repair yung kape, is it, can it affect our LDL?
So this is very important because not all of us are coffee experts. Nasa preparation din pala yan. Hindi pala lahat ng kape ay pare-pareho.
Yes, sir. Hindi ho pare-pareho yan.
Pakipaliwanag nga sa ating mga listeners.
Okay, so, ang question is, can coffee preparation affect yung LDL mo or LDL ng pasyente? There's a truth to that.
Okay, there is.
Okay, so hindi po ito myth, totoo po ito. So, nakita nila na with filtered coffee, okay, it can lower cafestol. Okay, which is the cholesterol found in coffee. Okay.
The cholesterol in your coffee, cafestol.
Yes.
Okay.
So therefore, black coffee is better.
Okay.
And yung common na tinatanong ng mga pasyente po natin, yung 3-in-1, di ba? That's high in sugar.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Plus the creamer is there.
Yes. So
Okay.
halimbawa ho, kung halimbawa kayo ay nagpa-customize ng inyong paboritong kape, no? Sa inyong barista. So kung, di ba, minsan maririnig pa natin yung ating customer sasabihin non-fat milk. So
okay.
yan ho, yung mga idinadagdag po dyan can affect
Mhm.
the cholesterol content of our coffee.
So you're saying in general, if I want to try coffee, it's a really good idea to start with black coffee.
Yes.
And then be mindful kung ano yung mga dinadagdag mo.
Correct, sir.
So
Tama.
that can change everything.
Example, no? May mga ipapakabit ka pang caramel
Yan.
o mocha o ano pang blended, no? Can, yun nga, no? From something na healthy, can increase
Ayan.
yung iba pa pong hindi natin unwanted things that that's
Ayan.
there.
Kasi tayo naman mga Pilipino, very creative. And lalo na, we're here in Angeles City, Pampanga, which is fast-rising coffee capital na rin, no? Of the Philippines, no? Naging very creative
Yes,
tayo
sir.
sa
So,
coffee preparation.
Correct.
But we also need to be very creative in taking care of our heart. Speaking of the heart, Pet, syempre, yung mga iba sabihin, Dok, parang kumakabog ang dibdib ko. Can coffee consumption cause palpitations?
Okay.
Or maybe arrhythmias?
Arrhythmias,
Yan.
okay. So, arrhythmias in general, yes. So, magandang tanong po yan, no? Can coffee cause arrhythmias? Again, it's a myth. Well, nakita nila kasi na moderate intake, okay, is associated with lower incidence of yung tinatawag pa nga atrial fibrillation.
Teka lang. So, linawin natin kasi hindi lahat ng nakikinig ay doktor. Ang sinasabi mo, if it is consumed moderately, baka pwede pang makabawas.
Makababa ng risk ng tinatawag
pwede.
na atrial fibrillation,
which is the...
yung irregularity ng
Irregular.
heart rate.
So, moderation talaga is possibly one of the
I think everything,
keys.
yes, everything is should be in moderation.
Alright. Sige, so ang dami natin na pag-usapan. How about the issue of dehydration? Nakakatuyot ba ang
Ayan,
kape?
no? So, lalo na ngayong mga mainit ang panahon,
Yes,
no?
oo.
Summertime, yung iba medyo magtataka ka bakit gusto pa rin, no, yung kape, mainit. Sabi nila that coffee can cause dehydration. So, ito po ay myth.
Myth na naman.
Opo.
Okay.
Ito po ay myth, ha? Pero, it has mild diuretic properties. So,
Diuretic, meaning
pwede pong umihi, pero mild lang.
Yun. So, ibig sabihin yung mga umiinom ng kape sa gabi, pwedeng magising sila dahil
Maaaring gisingin
ihi
sila kasi dahil naiihi. Oo.
Ayun.
Yes, ganun yan. Pero hindi siya talaga makaka-dehydrate.
Okay, since I mentioned yung coffee drinking at night, ito naman very important, no? Kasi iba-ibang mga trabaho natin, iba-ibang ating sleep cycle. Meron bang importance ang timing of coffee intake? Umaga, tanghali, gabi?
Okay.
Yan.
Magandang question yan kasi, no? Meron tayong kaibigan na sabi, Doc, I drink coffee to fall asleep.
Ay, wow.
Oo.
Pampatulog?
Pampatulog, yes. Oo, meron
Hindi
ganyan.
pampagising?
Hindi pampagising, no?
Okay.
Ako, personally, I drink coffee to stay awake.
To stay awake.
And
Para
I think ikaw din siguro.
Para
yes.
mag-aral.
Mag-aral, magbasa ng echo.
Gumawa ng lecture.
Okay. Ikaw din siguro, sir. Pero sabi nila, the timing of drinking coffee is not significant. So
Okay.
yun yung question, no? Yun yung parang gusto nating patunayan. It's partly true.
Okay.
Okay?
It depends. Okay.
Yes. But what we do advise o ang parang magandang paalala is you can delay drinking coffee at least 2 hours after waking up o after mong gumising to get its maximum effect.
Teka lang, Pet. So, magkakaproblema tayo dahil marami tayong mga kakilala dyan. Pagising sa umaga, pahingi nga ng aking favorite cup of coffee. Ang sinasabi mo is mas maganda kung medyo i-delay natin yung gratification. Anong gagawin nila within those 2 hours na gising sila?
So, within 30 minutes to 2 hours.
30 minutes to
actually.
2 hours.
Yes.
Okay.
Oo. So, nakita kasi nila na yung effect is peak o we get the most benefit within the delay. Pag dinelay natin.
Okay. And does it make sense? It's because partly of the hormones
Yes, sir.
that
Opo.
rise when you wake up?
Wake up. Opo.
Okay. So, gusto mo medyo pahupain yan?
Yes.
Bago ka
Tama.
tumira ng stimulant tulad
Yes,
ng
correct,
kape.
correct.
To maximize the benefits. Sa gabi naman, meron bang issue?
Well, gaya ng sabi natin kanina when we started is case-to-case basis eh.
Okay.
Kanya-kanyang reaction. Okay? Yung iba, sa halip na stimulant, it increases their parang desire to fall asleep, no? Meron pong ganon, no? May mga kakilala tayong ganon. So, kanya-kanya yung effect sa katawan natin. So, yung iba, they can have it at evening to improve yung circulation ng dugo, no? Kasi it increase your cardiac output. Parang nare-relax sila. No? They easily fall asleep.
So, napakarami natin na pag-usapan and I think we can go on and on, Pet, about coffee, no? One of our favorite stimulants, no? And I want to ask you, Pet, before we end, ano bang pabaon natin sa ating mga THS, the Heart Speaks loyal listeners? What do you want them to remember about this episode?
Ito po yung importante na paalala natin to our listeners. Okay? There's always moderation. There's value in moderation. Okay? Meaning, ang pwede mong matake is about 3 to 4 cups a day. It's healthy if you are healthy.
Oh, it's healthy if you're healthy.
Now, if you have severe hypertension, do not take more than 2 cups a day. So, yun tandaan po natin. No? Kasi, meron tayo dyan na hindi pa nga uminom ng gamot, nauna na yung kape. So, and if your blood pressure is between 130 to 150 over 80-90, you should monitor anong effect sa'yo ng kape. Okay? Kasi yun nga, sabi natin, kanya-kanya yung effect. And then, kasama po, kanina pinag-usapan natin, ano ba yung mas maganda? Filtered coffee, okay, is better than unfiltered. Okay? Meaning, black coffee is better sa 3-in-1. Yung response sa kape or caffeine is not universal. Iba ang effect sa'yo, iba effect sa akin. Okay? Coffee is bad if it's loaded with sweetener, sugars, or even cream, full cream. Yan. Okay, so, hindi po maganda yan or nakakabawas sa benefits that we see.
Ayan. Nice. Last question for you, Pet. Do you prefer black or white or brown coffee?
Ako ay espresso.
Espresso.
And always a macchiato fan.
Ayan. Ako naman, doesn't really matter much. Mas important, who are you drinking with?
Okay.
Yeah. Cheers to that. So, last message for our listeners, no? Pinag-usapan na ng kape. Dalawa lang tandaan natin. Kaba at kalma. No? Kung hindi ka sigurado sa epekto sa iyo, magtanong tayo. Sino tatanungin natin? Siyempre, yung ating paboritong mga doktor. Because we really take time to understand what's happening to our bodies and not everyone will receive the same effects. Ayan. And dahil ang dami mga nag-uusap-usap, nagsasalita dyan, ang pinakamabisang pakinggan natin ang ating puso. Because
Yes.
Pet, when the heart speaks,
We listen.